Tell us about Growing Up Invisible, the performance we worked together.
That was an unusual experience. There was no script. And I kept waiting for the script, and you said, just as charming, there will be a script, we have a script. But I never saw one. I started getting crazy. So it was very hard for me to know what the whole vision was. I hadn't worked in that way but one time. As to be there and not know what I'm doing, that was very hard. And as it went on and went on, I kept thinking, what am I doing? I'm the only one talking here. What are these dancers doing? They were silent. A dress came out of the ceiling. I said, oh my God, I'm not going to invite any of my friends to this. They're going to think I'm crazy. What have I done? So it was really exasperating for me because in a regular script, you see the whole thing. You have this cast meeting, and the director lays out what he feels or she feels the author's intent was. But you gave me a little piece of a story, and we expanded on that. But I didn't feel it as I went, so I didn't trust it. And I thought the character was boring. So it was very difficult for me to even feel the character. And me being that Stanislavski trained actor kept thinking, well, why am I here? What is my motivation? And it should have been, you sign that contract, you want that check, do the job. Stop trying to understand it so much. So the day before, I still was kind of scary. I thought, oh my God, people are going to run away. But when we got into the process, and as I was talking, and then the Chinese music upstairs, and I think some sort of group chamber sounds mixed up with the spirituals that I was singing, knocked me out, and it knocked the people out too. And it really showed that all those cultures do, all those different cultures do mix, and they blend into each other. And when I would hear people go, I thought, oh, are they sad? They spent their money, but they were moved. And I should like to do another piece like that. I trust it now. From then on, whatever it was that you said, I said, well, I don't have to understand it. I know it's going to come out.
But describe a little bit the space.
Now, the stable itself, it was held in a stable, a site-specific type of a performance piece. And everything in that old stable of the Pardee Museum was very, very old. And anything that was put in that was not old was painted or stained brown to match the old wood where the horses in the stable were. So it provided a real old feeling. But the whole space reminded you that they had stepped in. The audience had stepped into a remarkable time of a woman, an African-American woman, who wasn't singing a sorrowful song about being a servant. And that was powerful, who didn't understand a Chinese baby being left on her doorstep, on her stable step. She never wanted to live in that big house. She wasn't jealous of them. She had her little world right there. And the only time you saw her express sorrow, I think lots of sorrow and regret, was when her son went off to war and came back deranged from all the things he saw. But that whole experience was, I think, one of the most remarkable things that I've ever had the privilege of working in. And and then also after that, it dawned on me what you actually need for your visions. You need strong, flexible artists that can carry them out, you know.
You got to know
Cool.
deep down inside that you got that special power in you to get on up out of that problem, get up on out of that pain, because we are the ones that can fly. We are the ones that can fly. And they flew on back to Africa.